quick and easy 3D texturing methods and techniques by UHDk1ng, Artistic Bytes in 3ds Max, application by Autodesk. This is the part 2 out of 2. I'm not sure what happened there, but when I switched to mental ray renderer and start rendering the scene under the new when we switch from scanline rendering to mental ray, the CPU utilization went so high and it's overloaded the NVIDIA Shadowplay broadcaster, because I believe NVIDIA Shadowplay is allocating a little bit of CPU and system RAM, while maybe even video RAM, while doing the broadcasting on the same computer. As again, I'm broadcasting this on the same computer. I'm not using any secondary computer, which will be a smarter idea, probably to use my Xeon E5-2697 V2, a single processor with 24 logical cores, but it is right now rendering the 8K video resolution that is coming out for you guys on YouTube. It's a game video, and I did a mistake. So what happened there, it's overload all the 16 threads, and it's pretty much the NVIDIA Shadowplay stopped broadcasting. I think it's overloaded probably the NVIDIA Shadowplay, and the driver crashed. So I fixed that. So what happened there, I went into the Windows, because the NVIDIA probably, as again, allocating some resources, system RAM, processor cores, and maybe video RAM, some GPU while doing it, while streaming in real time, broadcasting in real time, because as again, I'm broadcasting this video in real time, so it crashed. The whole driver crashed, NVIDIA GeForce Experience crashed, and I think it was out of the one of those resources. So what happened there, I went and I restarted the 3ds Max, and I went into the task manager and allocated only to use 8 logical cores, and while another 8 logical cores are on the standby there for us. So it's not gonna do that, because as you saw, right now while I'm recording, it's utilizing almost the whole core, logical thread. See that? This is the NVIDIA Shadowplay. This is even when the 3ds Max is shut off, it's doing that. Okay, so it's about 70% of the single logical core, as you can see, utilized by the NVIDIA Shadowplay while broadcasting in real time. Okay, the other processors used by Windows 10 Professional 64-bit operating system that I'm using today. And I think this was my mistake, and I'm apologizing. I didn't know. As again, the smarter idea when you're broadcasting something like that is to use the computer that pretty much the secondary computer, and use the professional external video capture card or professional external video capture device. I'm doing it on the same computer, and I didn't know that 3ds Max Studio will heavily overload the whole computer to that level when the other application will start crashing, especially when the other application is running in real time on the background. And that's what happened, guys. So hopefully it's not gonna crash anymore. So let's go ahead and keep going to the business. So as again, I went into the task manager, I found the 3ds Max, click properties and affinity threads. I selected to use only 8 logical threads, 8 logical cores instead of 16 logical threads, 16 logical cores. So 8 cores should be, or 8 logical cores, 8 logical threads should be available, not used. Okay, so hopefully guys it's not going to crash. So this is the secondary video. So now we're gonna bring this knight, this beautiful horsey, into the gold mode. So first of all, let me go ahead and render it under the architecture mode to show you what's going to happen. Okay, under the mental ray. As you remember, we switched to mental ray. Check it out. The utilization right now, it's rendering, but it's rendering differently. You can see how it's rendering now. It's not rendering like it was from top to bottom. It's rendering within the blocks. And you can see the CPU utilization right now on 8 logical cores while the 16 logical cores are available. So I'm not utilizing those cores. I just in case I left them for that purposes, so it's not gonna crash the NVIDIA Shadow Player, hopefully. So part 2, I never broadcast in real life before while using the 3ds Max, and 3ds Max application while it's rendering throughout the rendering process is utilizing all the available CPU cores, all the available CPU threads while using the mental ray. As again, this is, guys, the same results, and the reason why, because I really don't like that preset, that architectural preset. So as again, as a reminder, in this part 2 out of 2 of the video, we went to render setup, and we are using the Skyline default Skyline renderer, which is designed for 2 logical threads, because throughout that time P4 with hyper-threading technology, or Xeons with hyper-threading technology, which is 1 physical core, and hyper-threading technology additional logical core, total 2 logical cores was available, and it's not designed to utilize all even 8 logical cores under the Skyline. So we went and assign render. I click on assign render, as you remember, and we selected under the production, we click on the production, and we select, instead of default Skyline render, we selected the mental ray render, because when I click on it, it was available for us. Right now, when you set the mental ray render, right now the default Skyline render is available. We can bring it back, but I don't want to do it. As you saw, it's not utilizing above 2 logical cores, okay, above 2 logical threads, so we don't need that. The mental ray renderer can utilize 256 CPU cores easy. Okay, this is what I saw. That's why I'm building the 192 logical threads system with 2 Xeon Platinum from 2023, 192 logical threads. It's going to be unbelievable, guys. We're going to be rendering movies, not only the single frames per second, but it's going to be probably per second, maybe 3, 4, 5 per second, and we're gonna render a lot of them, guys. And over UHDk1ng.com, it's going to improve my YouTube channel to another height. But as again, hopefully I'm going to build in April, in end of April, middle April, and beginning of the May 2024, that dual Xeon system, okay, Intel Xeon Platinum system, with total coming out 192 logical threads, logical cores, 192 of them, not 16, and we're going to utilize them fully, guys. And I'm going to record probably from a secondary system how I'm gonna do that, but I decided not to do that throughout this point, as again, all rights reserved for the old audio tracks, for the old musical tracks, keep that in mind. And yeah, there is no copyright royalties can be claimed. Alright, so we fixed that, and but it didn't fix the render. The reason why, because I'm using that architectural plugin that was available in 3ds Max 5.5 version in 2005, and it's not good. It's kind of emulating the metal. You can tweak it out, you can receive amazing results, but there is already some presets that is much easier. So click on that architecture box right here, the square box, left mouse button, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna see the new options. The mental ray brought the new options. As again, mental ray has a good render, and it's available since 3ds Max 7 and 8 for free completely, and it's a good render. It's completely free, and it's as good as V-Ray. For the V-Ray render, they're asking thousands of dollars of licensing, guys. Or in a newer 3ds Max applications such as 3ds Max, I believe since 2020, they added a newer render, even better than mental ray, which is the Corona, but Corona renderer. But as again, you can achieve anything through the mental ray. Trust me, it's not that bad. It's just a less, it's easier to tweak. Okay, there is a lot of options. It's kind of like a mental ray, but a little bit on another level. It's easier to tweak. But if you're gonna tweak the mental ray or even the Skyline, you can receive almost the same results, but it's going to take a lot of time to do that and a lot of knowledge. As a beginner, I assume that you're not you know, at that level, and you're watching 101. that slowly will already turn into 102. Hopefully you are enjoying that and you're appreciating that a lot, but it is what it is. So you gotta select the arc and design. This is my favorite pre-built plugin. It's completely free, and we're gonna further tweak it. Select that. As you can see immediately, the horse is right here, and it's updating in real time with all the reflections as well, and not like in the Skyline render. So it's already here, and under the select a template, click on that tab and select copper. Copper will be as good as gold. We can tweak it out. Let's go ahead and render it and see what we can achieve. Rendering, render, or press F9. Oh yeah, check it out guys, that utilization, CPU utilization like crazy. See that? 100% guys. Oh, it's coming out good. It's coming out fantastic. And it has some noise on the gold. It's creating additional noise. See, that's CPU utilization, just like I told you. I set to only 8 logical cores, 8 logical threads, and it's only doing that. So the other one will be there just for the NVIDIA Shadow Play and for some other processes. Okay, so alright, so hopefully it's not gonna crash or freeze on us or shut down the broadcasting, the streaming. Guys, I really loving it. And not only is lookish like a gold, this is the copper, but it's bringing that noise into the metal. See that? A little bit of noise. This is just unbelievable. I really loving it, and I really like the way the welding right here through the metal. It's a little bit of mistake here. I probably should tessellate it in geometry, but it's looking like a welding, and it's looking like a true metal, like a kind of scratch metal right here. So this is guys how you can achieve gold, silver, and all kind of different metals. Let me go ahead and select that, but you can also tweak it out to further on all of those maps and all of those values. Let me go ahead and show you the Chrome. Let's go ahead and check out the Chrome capabilities, the Chrome-ish kind of thing. Rendering, render, or you can press F9, but as again, it depends what kind of 3ds Max you're using. The default button is F9 short keys. So this is going to be a Chrome-ish one. Lookish almost like a glass, but as again, because the background is grayish and there is nothing on the background going on, it's a plain gray. Okay, wow, alright. Yeah, it's reflecting. You can tweak this Chrome, and let me go ahead and turn them all in gold. I really like that copper. It's definitely under that gray background. It's kind of lightish background. It's lookish like a gold completely. Let's go ahead and this gold, let me go ahead and render it for you one more time, and then I'm going to apply this gold to every single 3D model, and then we will go ahead and apply that to the other side, and we're gonna make them glass or silver, but I'm going to tweak out the Chrome. I'm gonna show you how to tweak out the values, but it's pretty much straightforward. It's not that complicated. Okay, so that's beautiful. That's a beauty. That's unbelievable nice. That's beautiful, guys. I mean, look at that beautiful. I really like that noise. It comes with the noise. I really like that metal ray. 3ds Max metal ray, just unbelievable. Let's go ahead and apply to all those figures, chess figures, all those models. We're gonna apply it into gold, or you can create the silver one, the regular palm ones, and create them as status. But as again, it's gonna be so complicated, only chess players will understand what's going on. Let's go ahead and apply this gold to every single model. As you can see, I'm clicking on the model, 3D model, and then I'm pressing the button assign material to selection, while my gold metal texture that we already made. The material is ready, and it's assigning. It's beautiful, guys. It's gonna look beautiful, and it's gonna start reflecting now. You're gonna see the reflection inside of those chess figures. It's unbelievable. And you wanna save, guys, all the time, okay? Because it's already getting nasty. 4 million polygons, but on top of it, there is a complex shader computing for the CPU. And see, like, it's not even, I really like how Mental Ray does it. You saw those boxes when I was start moving. It just was pre-caching that, and which is much better than Skyline, but it's updating in real time. Skyline didn't update in real time. Remember, the materials was kind of basic. Over here it's still basic, but still beautiful. Let's go ahead and have a look. Let me put it something like that, and maybe at the angle like that. Let's go ahead and have a look how are we doing over here. Oh, we're gonna be doing fantastic, I think, but let me save that just in case, guys, if it's going to crash or something. Click it somewhere, right mouse button click, not on a 3D object, and click F9, or render in menu. But F9 is again a short key that's supposed to work in all 3ds Max. Oh my goodness, guys, this is just unbelievable, guys. This is just unbelievable. Oh my god, guys, I probably should do a chess game by UHDk1ng, don't you think? Created on mobile devices that's going to work on the PCs as well, and Macintoshes, on Unity, so Android, iOS, Windows, Macintosh, Linux. Imagine to integrate something like that. Guys, this is a fantastic. This is unbelievable, fantastic. And it's running only 8 cores. Check it out. It's taking so long because it's look at the CPU utilization. Those 8 cores, like crazy, 100% load. Because I set 8 cores, and before it was 100% without a single room to breathe. That's why the NVIDIA Shadowplay stopped the broadcasting, and why this is the part 2 out of 2. But as a system engineer, I troubleshooted and I found a solution. So as again in Task Manager, you're gonna go right click on the 3ds Max, go to the properties there. It's gonna find the 3ds Max on the different tab, and you gotta assign 8 affinity as 8 logical threads, 8 logical cores, check mark it, and everything else uncheck mark it, so leave a room to breathe. That's beautiful, guys. I really like that horsey, the knight. It's kind of velvet there, kind of scratched. Really like it. That copper is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, guys. This is how you're getting the metal in 3ds Max, nice and easy and fast. After my methods, you're gonna get it so quick. And people saying Mental Ray is so complicated, V-Ray is so complicated. Nothing is complicated. You gotta use the Kukununu neural cells, okay, and make sure they bouncing in the proper motions. Okay, that's beautiful, guys. Okay, and that's beautiful. Alright, so let's go ahead and make another one as a glass. This is without the shadows, guys. I didn't brought the light yet. When I'm going to, somebody asked what is my time. He's like, by the Moscow time, I'm at 2:31. 2:31 what? 2:31 a.m. I'm assuming, right? Are you talking about the military time? Dude, I'm not sure Moscow time. I'm not watching at the Moscow time, but I can see if you're at the Moscow time. It doesn't matter what time I am at, but look like 2:31 a.m. I appreciate that you are watching this video. Thank you so much. His name is Atiking. Oh, AM, yeah. So you're talking the military time, I understand. I appreciate you so much, dude. So keep watching, you're gonna learn a lot. So I just showed you, and download those models, download the 3ds Max, and do it yourself while watching my YouTube tutorial. You're gonna learn a lot. This is going to be your first stage as creating yourself as 3D animator, 3D artist, and then we're gonna tweak it a little bit further, a little bit higher. We're gonna raise up the bar a little bit higher, and we're gonna go into the game development over the UHDk. We're gonna develop it together. But check it out, this is unbelievable. You like those models, dude? Atikin, do you like those models? Let me know. Do you like my way? Do you like that gold color? This is check it out. This is already can go for sale as a stock. You can build up the scene and sell it already for people for $1 or $2. Oh my God, Chris Espinoza, I love you too, man. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Make sure to subscribe. All of my followers, subscribers, guys, I love you with all my heart. This is why I'm dedicating my time. I want to create value. I want to create a difference. I want to create a value. I want to share the knowledge. I want all of us to grow. All of us to grow over the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Chris Espinoza. Thank you. Love you too, bro. Let me see. One second. Good work, my dude. What is your favorite racing game? My racing, it's such a good game. One second. My favorite is Grid. Yeah, Grid is nice, dude. My favorite would be Need for Speed 2015. But it's Need for Speed 16, but it was released in 2016. But as again, I purchased for you. By the way, do not miss. Did you purchase that on Steam? That Need for Speed, the newest Need for Speed. That Need for Speed. What is that name? Need for Speed Unbound. It was the Paradise City edition, which is the fully loaded for $7.99. I believe today is the last day when you can purchase it. Maybe it's already expired. For $7.99, value of $99. But I purchased that game. I probably next time I'm gonna post it on discussion board, guys, so you're not gonna miss the deals like that. I purchased like 200 games, dude, my dude. I spent like $200. I purchased 200 games in March on all of those sales. It was after the February, after the end of the Chinese New Year 2024. It was so much sale, so I invested into you guys. $200. I purchased 205 games. Some of them will go away over my YouTube channel to you guys, and yeah. So I built up my collection in additional 200 games. So I purchased that new Need for Speed. I didn't play it yet, but I will try it. But my favorite one, Grid is nice. Especially Grid is amazing on the mobile devices. Go ahead and check it out. It looks just like on a PC. It's unbelievable. It's looking great, especially when you're outside with your phone or tablet or iPad. You're gonna have so much fun. But Need for Speed 2015, that is actually Need for Speed 16 that was released, my favorite one, because it's so photorealistic. But as again, I didn't play the Unbound yet. After that, Need for Speed was kind of cartoonish. I really like how the Need for Speed game was throughout that night time. It felt like almost like the render in real time was unbelievable. It was almost photorealistic in 2015. It was a great game. But yeah, I'm gonna check out that new Unbound one. I purchased it for you. It's coming out. It's going to be rendered. A lot of games will be rendered as well. But hopefully you are enjoying this, because you just said you're enjoying. And this is the knowledge. That one is a pleasure for you guys, for us, to how we're building computers. And this is the next step. After we build up our crazy computers, after we tune them up, this is the next step. You want to make that money back. You want to bring that money plus the profit. Educate yourself. Be useful. So this is the next step. So guys, I really like how the noise. Check it out. It's just some noise on the. There's too much zoom. it's just rendered 1920 by 1080. I could render 4K, but it's some noise right here. I'm not sure if you're gonna see it, if it's not gonna blur down, but on that metal there is some noise. It just looks just like metal. It's look like a little bit turned down, a little bit here. It's just unbelievable. They nail it. They nail it. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate you. And Tikin, I appreciate you as well by watching this. You guys are the best. All right, let me go ahead and get back to the business, guys. Love you. I'm reading the comments on my phone. Let me know, or on my secondary screen. All right, so here's the deal, guys. So this one is nailed. We nailed this one. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So this one is nailed. Let's go ahead and create on the other side. Let's create the glass, and then we're gonna create the shadows. We're gonna bring the light, so it's gonna generate the shadows. This is, guys, just a plain light completely around it. This is just a beautiful scenario of the lighting that will never happen, and people can see it. This is not photorealistic because, let me render it again, because as you can see, the models doesn't create no shadows. The light approaching from all the directions, and this is just not that photorealistic. When we're going to create some light, some depth into the scene, it's going to be already looking great. So first of all, let me go ahead and bring the light right now. I'm going to just put the light in the middle of the board, and it's going to turn into another beautiful scenery, much more in-depth, realistically created scenery. And then we're gonna, on another side, we're gonna create the glass looking. Okay, I want to show you how to do that. And then we're gonna create the board that's going to reflect the board itself. We're gonna create a metal one instead of the woodish one. We're gonna create a metal, or we're gonna create a woodish but kind of paint it out with nice kind of glass material, and then we're going to create it metal, so it's going to also reflect and creating the shadows. So we're getting there, guys, and you can create images like that and you can sell them, guys, but do not start with 100 or 300 images and do not think that you're going to make a lot of money. For me to make around $700-800 a month, I'm already selling over 10,000 images that I created in 3ds Max. Over 10,000 images. I'm making around $700 a month. Okay, and I register over 20 image stock image resellers that's selling my images, and per month there is like 10 images here, 12 there, 5 there, 9 there, and it's around $10, $5, $4, $2.99 per image, and it's every month it's getting all the way to like $600-800. Okay, this is over 10,000 images, but it's a great idea for a lot of you folks. Do not miss this opportunity, do not miss this time. This is an additional bonus for you, additional value, because AI will capture this field. NVIDIA is about to create AI that's going to generate this. You're going to say, create me a gold chess pieces on a wood board, and AI will do it in less than 50 seconds. So you even don't have to study the 3ds Max, and it will be like that in 2030. NVIDIA will create the tools that's going to use your voice, and it's going to create for you, so you don't have to even learn the application. It's coming out, guys, as I know from the internal folks from the NVIDIA, and but before those times, you don't want to miss your opportunity while creating those beautiful images and selling them for $1, $2, $3, and putting some pennies in your pocket, and hopefully making around $1,000 a month as additional income while investing towards the hardware hobbies. But as again, hardware hobbies, just don't do the hardware hobbies. You gotta build those computers, but you gotta utilize them as well. You gotta create value to yourself after the fun of building computers. Otherwise, after you build that beautiful computer, 2 days after, it's getting boring, and you want to progress. You want to keep yourself busy, educate yourself, create knowledge, create value to yourself and to the surrounding. Remember, create value to yourself and to the surrounding is the key while you're on this planet. That's going to make you happy, that's going to keep you healthy, and create you a very valuable individual. All right, kids. All right, let's go ahead and keep moving. So let's go ahead and save that. It's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, and for me, guys, without the explanation, I can create this in 2 minutes. This image, and put it on stocks for sale for like on 20 different image stock resellers, and after a year it's going to make around 200-300 bucks. So next, let's go ahead and create the other side, the light. First, let's go ahead and create the light. Let's complicate it with the light. So how to create the light? So you're gonna right here at the guys, you got me so excited. Right here at the top right corner, you want to click right here on the there's a button here, create icon, then the button modify, but this one is create. You're gonna click create, and then there is a third icon right here, lights. The user interface could be changing in 2026. Hopefully they're not gonna do that, because they already ruined their application. It should be the same. The Autodesk should be, 3ds Max should be the same, but they could change the user interface, you know, because they cannot even in 2024 create the setups that doesn't generate the errors. So I'm not sure what they can do. Anyways, click here on the light, and on the light you're gonna click, instead of photometric, you're gonna select standard. Okay, we want to use standard, and now you're going to use the light MR, mental ray area omni. Do not use omni, because omni for the skyline renderer that we're not using any longer. You got to use the mental ray area omni. But remember, if you're going to use the environment that 3ds Max, any version that doesn't have the mental ray into it, it's not going to work. So if you want to make sure that it is working, this is what you gotta do. Okay, guys? And yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. And let me go ahead and create it. 1 second. Getting some coffee. I'm drinking some coffee. Almost done, guys, with the coffee. Gotta refill that. So let's go ahead and click MR, mental ray area omni, and we're gonna place it somewhere in the center. Let's place it here for now. Let's place it somewhere. Oh, it's right there in the board. We don't want that. After you click one, after you create it, do not create another one, because you can create as many of them as you want after just clicking somewhere in any viewport. Just click once, then go ahead and click select and move again. Click on that, so now you can move it instead of creating another one. So as you can see, it's on the level of the board. So what you want to do, guys, keep in mind that this tutorial I am not prepared. This is just a freestyle. You know, I made a couple $100 this month on the image stock sellers, and I'm like, I'm gonna provide you value. I'm gonna create you some ideas how you can also benefit, get some knowledge, skills, and benefit, and also put your images on the image stock you know, sellers to start selling your images, and creating a couple pennies here and there. I actually did install me for Need for Speed on my lap, and I have it at ultra settings and do fine. The one thing I do get is very bad internet connection on the game, and it causes free to get kicked. Yeah. For me, it's not kicked. For me, I'm getting kicked after 8K video resolution. But there is ways how to do it. You don't have to load the game above 8K video resolution. You gotta load up in 4K and then switch it to above 8K video resolution. For me, anything above 8K video resolution, I'm getting kicked from Need for Speed 2015 game. And I believe the server admin by itself, it's artificial intelligence, probably thinking, look, this dude is using such a crazy resolution above 8K video resolution. Maybe it's a cheater or something. That's why it's kicking me out. But it is what it is. I'm not playing with any cheatings, but you know, it's fine. Go ahead and check out my Need for Speed 2015 in 16K video resolution. That video is mind-blowing, and go ahead and check it out. I believe I recorded on a single Titan RTX. I'm about to record with 2 Titan RTX video cards, and the big deal out of it, that Titan RTX video card is the first video card that is capable to record Need for Speed in 16K video resolution. Maybe I'm going to get myself the RTX 3090 Ti. They're running right now in the United States, even in the stores. You can buy it refurbished for $600. So I might pick up 2 of them and continue the SLI for my SLIready.com project, SLIreadygames.com project, just to underline for those folks with the multiple video cards that Linus is the completely BS and whatever he's saying is nonsense. And I cannot wait to play RTX 3090 Ti, 2 of those video cards in SLI, play games in above 8K video resolution. Dude, it's going to be a mind-blowing, I'm telling you. They're going to push the one RTX 3090 Ti video card is faster than 2 Titan RTX in SLI. It's faster because while you're running 2 Titan RTX video cards in SLI on those dual fan blowers, on the NVIDIA cooling solution, it's overheating. That's the reason. And it's thermal throttling. So it's not running 2x as single Titan RTX is running 1.85x because it's lowering the frequencies. But even if 2 Titan RTX video cards in SLI will be boosting up to perfectly fine and overclock, it's going to be a hair slower than RTX 3090 Ti because RTX 3090 Ti is actually the NVIDIA Ampere Titan. Because it's 256 CUDA core more as RTX 3090, just like RTX 2080 Ti is 256 CUDA core less than Titan RTX. And I cannot wait. 2 of those will be amazing, and it's going to be faster, a little bit faster when overclocked than RTX 4090. Just to wrap up with the SLIready project. All right, you got something? Do you know any ways to download old video games, like I don't know, like Dirt 2 or Dirt 3? Yeah, the Dirt 2, they asking for the Dirt 2 over $100 on Steam. I gave away a couple, dude. Couple games like recently, Dirt 3, Dirt 2, and all the Dirts. I'm giving them away. I will give away a little bit more, a couple of them. Just keep watching. I purchased for you guys. It's coming out throughout all kind of different gameplays. I'm giving it away, but if you're going to pay attention, you're gonna see it. But yeah, I'm not downloading games. Like I do not promote any piracy. I'm purchasing the licenses for you guys, whatever I'm recording. Not only that, I'm purchasing the license for you as well, guys. So you can have the giveaways from me. Do you know any? Okay, I answer that. Alright guys, let's go ahead and keep moving. So we brought the light. Let's go ahead and position the light throughout the... Sorry guys, it was a little pause from my subscribers that was asking the questions in real life. I gotta answer that watching right now. But thank you guys for watching it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to position the light. Let me bring the light. Probably somewhere in the top. Let's go ahead and put it in the middle, somewhere here in the middle. Let me go ahead and bring it light to the top and to the middle, something like that. Let's say they're playing in a room that has the light in the center. Let me go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and have a look how it's going to be rendered. Now it's going to be more photorealistic on another level. It was already a beautiful level, but right now, check it out, guys. Make sure when you're clicking rendering and render that you're selecting the viewport, which is the perspective, or the viewport with your camera if you're going to install the camera. It's creating the shadows now, guys. Beautiful. And it's going to create the shadows not only from the objects, it's going to create from every single side, which is more darker and brighter spots. Kind of ambient occlusion kind of thing, but real deal in real time. Through the physics, not the fake, not pre-baked, but real deal. Oh, it's beautiful, guys. Check it out. It's just beautiful. Alright, so we nailed this part. Let me save that. Always save it, guys. Always save it. The scene getting more complex, and it's going to possibility of crash, especially if you above 2 million polygons, and especially in 3ds Max 2010, because this was 2010. We're like 4 million polygons right now. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to create on another site the glass one, just to demonstrate for you how to create the glass. So in the front viewport, so guys, I was so excited. My subscribers was asking in real time the ideas related to the video and a couple unrelated to the video, because I don't stream in real time, so this is their opportunity to speak with me in real time, which is everything can be answered as well. Alright guys, so we're gonna copy it. Like I already taught you how to do that. So this is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna use the top wireframe top viewport, right mouse button on it to select that, and then I selected those in the front viewport, selected those without the you can select everything including the wood board, but to deselect the wood board, you gotta, when everything is selected, and let's say I just want to deselect the wood board, let's say this is an extra bonus for those who didn't learn it through the modeling, you gotta click and hold left alt button on your keyboard. It's gonna bring the minus C sign by the mouse cursor, holding it, left alt keyboard button on your keyboard, and then kinda select the wood board, and it's gonna deselect the wood board, but it's going to select every single pieces. So this is how easy to select everything. This is another key for you. So we got it. Then on Y over here in the front viewport, just like I taught you, first you clicking and holding left shift button on your keyboard, and then left mouse button, clicking and holding it and moving it. Oh, look like we didn't select everything. Hold on guys, let me make sure that we select every single figure first. So how to add those that are not selected? Let's say if you want to add more to the selected items, let me demonstrate you another tip that's going to be valuable for you. So you want to click the left control button on your keyboard, and there is no plus sign somehow appeared. Hold it, left control key button on your keyboard, and then select the items that you want to add and hold it, and then left mouse button selected the items that you want to add, and release left mouse button and release the left control button on your keyboard. Okay, so I did it in the front viewport. Now I'm going to right mouse button once on the top viewport, so the item still will be selected. And now I'm going to go ahead and like I told you guys, shift button, I'm gonna hold it on my keyboard, left shift button, and then I'm gonna put my mouse to the right in the top viewport and hold the left mouse button and move it, hold it and move it. My mouse, I'm moving my mouse all the way here. Okay, and release it and replace it. Let me see where we place it. I'm gonna right mouse button once in the perspective view just to see where we place that, and using the orbit selection tool at the bottom right corner, those tools, and I'm gonna check out where we place that. What's going on here? Let's zoom out with the, okay, so we gotta move a little bit. We did some mistake. That's fine, let's go ahead and fix that. So select and move, we're gonna click that. That's why you wanna see perspective, you wanna manipulate in all the viewports. Let's go ahead and move guys right here. And the pawns, we're gonna move them back there, like that. Place it there. Now we're gonna select only pawns in our top viewport. Right mouse button once in your top viewport. Do not select the menu, its menu will pop up. Do not select anything there. And then left mouse button, click and hold, and select, just click somewhere, and in the viewport make sure you're not clicking on any 3D object. Left mouse button, select, and kind of scroll and select those palms. Okay, Now we're gonna move them. I'm gonna copy them. I just want to move them and place them right here. Okay. We got it. Yes, we got it. Because we cannot mirror those units, because the king should be on the king side, the queen should be on the queen side. Okay. In the chess. So this is how it should be. So we got it. We nailed it. Let me go ahead and save that. Okay, we nailed that. Okay. Now let me go ahead and render it. Both sides are gold. Let's go ahead and have a look. Before we're gonna turn them into the gold. Let's see how it's looking. Guys, it's gonna look fantastic. F9. So the light is in the middle, kinda high. Oh, it's going to take like forever, guys. So many complexity here. Check it out. This is our CPU utilization. That's crazy stuff right here. Completely all the 8 cores, because I'm only allocated 8 cores, 8 physical threads. I mean 8 logical threads only for the. So I left some room to breathe because it's stopping the video broadcasting. Look like not enough resources, because 3ds Max eating everything what you can have on your 16 logical thread CPU. It's like no question it's gonna. Oh, we gotta rotate the horses, the knights. We can do that. It's kind of rendering in piles, just like Cinema 4D, the default renderer. It's beautiful, guys. Yup, it just, check it out. It's just unbelievable. I mean, and the shadows, the light is in the center, so it's kind of, it's beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn this side into the glass. How about that? I think we can do it, but first of all, let's go ahead and rotate the horses. So for those who didn't do the tutorial modeling, doesn't know how to rotate the 3D object, supposed to know after the modeling tutorial by watching my modeling tutorial over the UHDk1ng. We're gonna select the horses. So this is one horsey. How to select 2 objects? You select one object. First of all, let's go ahead and click and select the move tool without the rotation first. One horsey, and then another horsey is right here. Click on it. So click on one object, 3D model, then click left control key button on your keyboard, hold it, and then put the mouse over the secondary object. As you can see, plus button by the mouse cursor appears, and left mouse button on the object, secondary object that you want to select to the selection. We just did it. That's beauty. And you select 2 of those. That's nice, huh? I know. But let's go ahead and rotate them. So this is another tip. I just provided an extra tip. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this horsey. Let me rotate it. It's facing in the wrong direction, like that. And let's rotate this one. We just gotta rotate on Z. So now it's facing the right direction, okay? Let's save that. And now we're gonna go ahead on this side, we're gonna create this entire glass. How about that? I think that's a good idea. What do you think, guys? So what I'm gonna do, I'm selecting all of those, including the wood. Now I'm going to deselect the wood in my top viewport. So left Alt keyboard button, press it and hold it, and then just somewhere on that wood, gonna left mouse button, hold it and select it and release everything. Now we got only those figures, chess figures to select it. Everything else is deselected. Pressing M button on your keyboard, material editor, whereas you already learned under the rendering there is material editor. Okay, so right here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, you know what, keep in mind that you can modify those plugins to create yourself a great materials as well. But let's do frosted glass, maybe solid geometry, thin geometry. Let's do solid geometry, glass physical. Let's do glass physical, just glass physical. I really like that one. Let's save that. As you can see, it's already glass. It's showing here as a glass, which is great. Mental Ray is updating in real time, even with the complex materials. That's unbelievable. Guys, this is going to be a nasty, this is going to be a beautiful rendering. Beautiful. Check it out. But wait a second, those turn into the... Wait a second, why? I didn't copy it. How I copy it? As an instance or reference? Wait a second, why? Both of them turn into the glass. Let me copy those, let me see something. Copy, instance, reference, instance. Copy as an instance. Reference is going to reference but not the materials. Why those? That's strange. Wait a second, why it turned, those turn into the glass? Shouldn't be. Let's go ahead and render it. Hold on. Let's go ahead and render it, guys. Rendering, render. So figure should be glass now, but this side, not that side. I didn't apply to that side, but it's going to be both sides. Oh, it's beautiful. And you can create one as a red, another one as blue or as green. Oh, look at this, guys. This is how you can create, oh, it's beautiful. This is how you can create a glass of water or something like that. So I got you an idea as how to properly texture your stuff. And it's so simple, so easy. After you're gonna nail it down, just go ahead and practice a little bit. Then you're just going to, in a couple minutes, matter of the minutes, you're gonna create those materials like it's nothing. It used to be in 3ds Max 5, 3ds Max 4, when you gotta create all of those materials, create it by creating it with your hands. Right now, it's so simple. They created plugins for you and it's calculating for you before you're faking in 3ds Max application, as again in 3ds Max 4 or 3ds Max 5 in 2004, 2005 year, we were baking it and making it look like glass or look like a metal, but it wasn't the real time metal. Over here it's using actually the CPU power through the Mental Ray, and it's actual calculated as actual glass. This is just unbelievable, guys. This is beautiful. Unbelievable. And yep, this is just fantastic. I mean, if this is not fantastic, what it is then? I mean, ultimate fantastic deal right here going on. Guys, look like I'm gonna refill myself some more coffee. Just look at that beautiful image. Could be a game already. This is already a great image for the stocks. You can put somebody behind playing, or you can even animate that already. You can do that stuff. So this is how you guys turning into glass, but I'm not sure why those turn into the glass. Those shouldn't be turning into the glass. So whatever I'm applying the gold. Oh, I know, guys, why? Because of course it makes sense. Come on. I was watching in the chat on the secondary monitor. Didn't pay attention. Alright guys, I'm gonna pay more attention into the tutorial, okay? Thank you so much for your questions, guys. You're the best. I know this is your opportunity because not too many live videos that I can answer them in live. But because we removed the gold material, that's why. And we only created the glass one. You gotta keep the material, okay? Of course. And let me go ahead and bring that metal back. And as you remember, copper, it was just a copper. And I'm going to apply the copper on those now, while those will be glass, and we're gonna be Gucci. So this is the gold metal texture, and this will be the glass. Okay, let me go ahead and save that. And select the gold metal texture, and I'm going to click assign material to selection. Beautiful. Yep, guys, it's just beauty. Check it out. Metal versus the gold. You can create a composition like that, like a business type of glass versus the gold. That's beautiful, guys. So you just learned today how to create gold, how to create the glass, how to create regular color, regular materials, and how to apply your images as the textures. I show it to you already. Guys, you know what will create even more photorealism to the golden textures, to that golden textures that we have. Not just a solid background, because background is solid gray. That's why it's it's realistic. As you can see, it's reflecting. See, reflection of those chess pieces. But it's still, because the background is solid, it still doesn't look exactly as gold. You can already tell this is gold. You can tell it. But to bring more photorealism, you gotta put something on the background, some environment, and the best way to do that is to apply the texture. And let me go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go ahead and apply the texture. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and save that. And how to do that, you're gonna go to rendering. Rendering and environment, and under the environment, remember we set the color gray. Now we're gonna set the image as a background instead of gray, and it's gonna act as the environment and the background, because it doesn't know it's an image or if it's just environment that we created out of the 3D models and 3D textures. Okay, apply that. We don't see it, but let's go ahead and render it. It's gonna edit throughout the render. Check it out. Now the metal will be on another level, because it's gonna take the colors of the environment. And it's gonna define that metal to another level. That's beautiful. And look at this, it's coding the caustics, including the shadows. See that? And you don't have to even create the caustics. It's beautiful. You can still do it, guys, in the basic render as we switched the skyline, but it's going to take so much more time and so much more tweaking. And you gotta have some experience. And over here, couple values, and that's it. We even didn't switch any values. We just switched the plugin built-in. It's available in 3ds Max 7 from 2007, and all newer 3ds Maxes it will be available, including the new Corona will be added in 3ds Max 2020 and 3ds Max 2021, 3ds Max 2022, and newer 3ds Maxes 2023, 2024. But they're asking so much money per annual license, unbelievable. You can still do everything what in those 3ds Maxes, but in the old 3ds Max 2010 without any issue. Guys, this is the scene. This is already a beautiful scene, and now metal is much better because it's picking up some colors even into the reflection of the environment of the sky. So it's on another level. So it's not plain yellow as you can see over here. It's pick up some sky. You can put some night light and you know, different images, and it's going to be beautiful, like with some people around walking and stuff like that. And then it's going to go on another level. But check it out how beautiful it is. And you can zoom in, zoom out, you can create the compositions, creating your own shots the way you want it to another level. So you just learn how to create the light as well, guys. So how to pretty much complete your composition, and in Photoshop you can further retouch that. But check it out, try to do everything without the color correction and stuff like that in 3ds Max, but in Photoshop you can add additional depth of field. But you can do everything in 3ds Max what is necessary. In Photoshop only correct the color, the brightness, contrast, and they're gonna be Gucci. But you can zoom in like that, and this is ready for the stock images. F9 hotkey I press on my keyboard, and check it out, it's just beauty. I cannot wait, guys, to build myself dual Xeon Platinum with 192 logical cores, logical threads in Windows. It's going to be, it's already will be done. But before that, I will be testing more of my dual Xeon X99, which is the dual Xeon E5 2699 V3, and maybe I'm going to build the V4 version. I'm going to replace the V3. Those CPUs, you can buy 2 CPUs for $39 per CPU right now. It's unbelievable. It's 48 logical processors, 48 logical cores, 48 logical threads per CPU, Xeon E5 2699 V3, and it's 1836, 72 is 36 per CPU. The V4 going to have 44 actually. V4 44. The Xeon E5 2699 V4 is 44 logical cores or logical processors or threads, while the Xeon E5 2699 V3 that I have is 36 logical cores or logical threads, but 2 of them is 72, and it's on another level. It's twice faster than my my Intel i9 9900K, but all those 72 logical threads are utilized. And guys, I'm going to show you in that. Look at this, it's reflecting and refracting in the glass, the board, unbelievable, automatically. And I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to switch to platinum, hopefully. So I'm looking to have your support, your like, your positive comments, share it with your friends. But check it out, it's already a beautiful scene for the stock image photography that you can put for sale and make a couple bucks maybe per month, but still nice. Make about 1,000 images like that, and you're gonna receive a couple of $1,000 a month. This is pretty much, guys, how you can make money through your artistic and creative ways. Why not? I decided to share with you. This is the list how I'm making, and hopefully this video will provide a lot of value for you folks. And check it out, you placing camera something like that, maybe zoom it in a little bit farther. Let me go ahead and do that, like that, closer, maybe getting the camera closer like that, and to queen and king. Let me rotate that, and you can render out a beautiful stock photography right here. Absolutely amazing, like that. Let me go ahead and render this. Let me save that. That's already shot, and you can render not 1940 by 1080 but 1080p, but 4K video resolution and above. When you're selling your image stocks, I advise you to do at least 8K video resolution, but you can render 16K video resolution. In 3ds Max you can render even 32K video resolution because it's a 2D rendering and it's not in real time. Check it out. Look at those details. This is 1080p, guys. And this is as you can see at the middle, the precision is not there. At the medium visual presets, it's not maxed out. Look at that glass. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Look at the glass. I really like the glass. The way the mental ray putting the glass, and it's calculating every single point of it just like real glass will do. The physical values of the real glass, and this is just, look how it's reflecting the skies. This is, guys, unbelievable. So guys, I show you how to add the texture to the background, or you can apply as a bitmap to a texture. Instead of color, use the texture actually, and your image, such as map of your image as a bitmap. We already discussed that. So I showed you how to do the color, how to do the very complex materials such as glass with the reflection and caustics, as well as metal, how to set the light, how to change the renderer and put the more professional renderer that with just a little bit few touches can create a beautiful professional looking result. Look at that, my CPU. Let me show you my CPU, guys. The CPU is kinda 100% load right here, all those 8, see that? While the other one I left some room to breathe for the other one, but those like 100% load. Those like not a joke. Those like are loaded like crazy. See that? Yeah, this is crazy, guys. I really like the noise. Hopefully YouTube is not gonna blur it out for you, but as you can see, metal right here has some noise on that final gold texture. It's looking like a metal. You can see the little pieces, the metalness to it. Yeah, this is, guys, this is 1080p. It took like 2 minutes to render 1080p. Right now the CPU is running stock. This is how it's running stock, because I decided not to press it just in case if it's not going to be stable or something. But check it out, guys. This is what it is. It took like unbelievable, like, what was the time of render? I'm just curious. It wasn't the 10 seconds, it was more than 10 seconds. And check it out, you can complicate it. It just add the FG bounces. You can do the trace bounce limits to set it. Right now it's 0. That's going to complicate the scene. To bounce the ray tracing lights further and bring some more information to it. It's going to be just unbelievable. But this is 1920 by 1080. Let me say that was a great camera view. So guys, I'm gonna put those images and gonna make milk it maybe $100 throughout a couple years, and that's fine. I'm gonna render them at all kind of different camera views and camera angles. Some people will buy for their videos and for the other creators, and over those image stock photography, and yeah. And you can create the composition. This is just an idea for you. I decided to go ahead and share with you, and so many values throughout this video, no matter what kind of angle you're gonna look at. And render setup, under the render setup, let's go ahead and set the 8K. Let's see how long it's gonna take for the 8K video resolution to render, which is 16 divided by 9 aspect ratio, which is 7680 by 4320, which is image aspect 1.778, which is 16 divided by 9 aspect ratio. How long is it gonna take? I'm gonna zoom it in and you're gonna see that noise, because when we're gonna render the 8K video resolution, everything will be absolutely amazing. I can zoom it in and that noise is not going to be pixelated, it's going to be rendered. So this is for those people that says that they don't see a difference between the resolutions. No, you don't see. I'm a 3D artist. Who are you talking to? With over 20 years of experience, and yeah, there's a big difference, 4K video resolution and 8K video resolution. But 1940 by 1080 versus the 8K video resolution, this is like a day and night. I'm gonna demonstrate it to you also throughout this video. It's gonna look fantastic, guys. This is the 8K video resolution, and the last frame, which was 1920 by 1080, rendered 2 minutes 55 seconds, exactly 2 minutes 55 seconds. This 8K video resolution on this i9 9900K with only 8 physical cores, 8 physical threads, because this one is limited. We're feeding it exactly that. Let me show it to you. See that? Without any hiccups. It doesn't do right now, no hiccups. It just took it and it's done. It's gonna load it up. So I think it's going to take, guys, I don't know, maybe 7 minutes. We're only at 10% right now. The 1940 by 1080 took, with this middle range visual preset, in terms of the retracing, it took like what, almost 3 minutes. It took 2 minutes 55 seconds, as you can see. Yeah, so imagine 192 logical cores, 192 logical threads right here, guys. Based on my calculations, it's 4 times faster than my dual Xeon E5 2699 V3 at the benchmarks that I saw with one of my buddy that doing the 3D rendering firm. He's doing some 3D rendering for the clients. This is his business for over already 15 years. So it's 4 times faster. The CPUs, 2 CPUs, dual Xeon Intel Platinum, versus my current, which is I'm about to replace the motherboard because the Russian hacker told me to flash the BIOS, and I'm gonna overclock from 2.3 gigahertz to all the way to 3.4 gigahertz, 3.6. I did it and the motherboard didn't boot. It's a brick now. He lied to me. I did exactly as he stated, and the reason why, I think the motherboard is alive, but I need to flash the BIOS with the hardware tool now, because it's not booting at all. It's a black screen. Connect it with the hardware and flash it with the hardware, but that tool costs like 20 bucks on Amazon. I mean, in some time I better buy a new motherboard, and I'm gonna sell this motherboard for half value. I'm just gonna say what's going on, explain to people what's going on. So somebody's gonna do that and save like 50 bucks and maybe create some content. But I mean, I can create the content, but I don't think a lot of people will be watching how to flash the X99 motherboard. So what I'm gonna do, guys, so I'm gonna compare, but 4 times faster than my dual Xeon E5 2699 V3, 4 times. The Intel Platinum, that 192, total 192 logical threads. So my dual Xeon E5 2699 V3, one I'm using Intel i9 9900K right now, but with all 16 logical threads without the broadcasting, full in 3ds Max. That system is twice faster as minimum, which is Xeon E5 2699 V3, and the other one is 4 times Intel Platinum. So dual. So you can imagine if this system will do, let's say, in 10 minutes, it's not even 20%, it's already like 4 minutes. You can see what is the difference. I'm gonna do 25% and I'm gonna cancel that. So you can calculate the time. It's 1/4. Just multiply it by 4 times and get the timing. This is just this set at minimum visual preset in 8K video resolution. So it's going to be 8 times faster if I'm going to use the dual Intel Platinum Xeon with 192 logical threads 192 logical cores. It's just, guys, mind-blowing. I cannot wait to have it. I'm gonna just chill just like this beautiful audio track on the background that I purchased all the license rights for you to play and put it on my background. This nice track, by the way. So it's not even 25%. We're gonna stop at 25%, so you can calculate how much time, for those who's curious, is gonna take. So this could be a great benchmark. 3ds Max is going to be a great benchmark, and I'm going to use it actually as a benchmark. So guys, this file right here will be used as a benchmark. So now I'm going to share this file as a benchmark, so you can test it yourself, and you can tell, you can report your time. So actually, I came up with another value. I'm going to create this file, this scene, as a benchmark, and now I'm going to test it with all of my systems that I'm going to benchmark over the UHDk1ng.com. I'm going to test it with all of my computers that I'm going to build. I'm going to test this. So I'm going to create a final scene. It's going to be like this is ready. Glass and gold. We got one light. Maybe put more than one light, maybe at least put like 3 lights, and maxed out. How long it's gonna take? Maxed out on visuals. Right now it's a middle range in the visuals, in the medium, in the middle. To maxed out, I think it's gonna be day to render 1 frame, but it's going to be a true retracing on this system. So I'm just curious how long it's gonna take to the Intel Dual Xeon Platinum. This type of complex scene, which is with this type of retracing, which is real retracing, and this is on CPU, guys. So I'm going to use the those dual Xeons for CPU rendering in 3ds Max, because this is the application that I'm operating. This is the application that I'm in love. But if I would be you in 2024, 2025, 2026, or 2027, no matter when you're watching this video, I advise you to learn the Blender. And I'm going to do the Blender tutorials very soon over UHDk1ng.com as well, so do not miss them out. It's the best application while doing the 3D rendering, not in real time. The reason why, because it's free, doesn't require any money to be invested into licenses. It's supported by much higher, by more people in the community than 3ds Max, and a lot of those people are developers as well, so they're developing their own tools, their own plugins, they're sharing that. And if you're gonna learn the Blender, trust me guys, I'm telling you this as a 3D artist with over 20 years of experience, you're going to achieve the same results that you can achieve in 3ds Max application, but you can pretty much have it for free. And also it's a beautiful GPU rendering plugins there, and GPU in Blender. Me and my buddy, we tested the RTX 4090. We did test RTX 4090 video card by NVIDIA, which is the NVIDIA GPU architecture flagship video card right now for the gamers and for everything. If you don't want to buy a Quadras, but Quadras will be the same. The top of the line Quadra is only 27%, guys. I'm gonna stop that, so go ahead and calculate when it was 25, and it's probably going to be 20 minutes. Okay, we're not gonna sit here 20 minutes, but I gave you the thing. I'm going to go ahead and render 1920 by 1080 as we did before. You got an idea. I'm going to create, so right now this video, I got a bad idea, guys. This video is not going to be only the tutorial. I'm trying to provide as much value as I can. So what's going to happen, I'm going to create this file. The whole entire scene will be shared. You can open in any 3ds Max 2010 and newer 3ds Max, and you can test it while using the mental array. So I showed you how to open up the mental array. Go ahead and use this, how to set it up. Pretty much, let me show it to you again real quick. It's not a big deal. So you're gonna click rendering, render setup. You're going to, under the command tab, you're gonna scroll it down. It's the same thing in 2022, 2020 3ds Max. Assign renderer and click here, production. Select mental array renderer. Okay, Right now it's disappeared because it's selected, and that's it. So I'm going to test on my i9-9900K. I'm going to test 1920 by 1080 maximum visuals this scene, which probably will take maybe a couple hours. Then 4K UHD video resolution and 8K video resolution, as well as 16K video resolution. I advise you to do the same thing, and we're gonna start testing it, guys. And I'm going to, I'm going to use this file. I'm going to share the file with you, as well as 3D objects. It's going to be one package for you to download. The file will be called benchmark, and it's going to be completely filed. They're going to load up the scene. All what you gotta do, even if you're not 3D artist, go rendering and render, okay? But before, go to render setup and set it up your resolution, of course, okay? As I showed you, just switch to custom output size and put the resolution and click render. And under when it's rendering, set to the maximum those values. As you saw, those scrollers was in the middle. If you're gonna switch it to the maximum, I think the 16K video resolution will take probably 2 days on this CPU. Alright guys, so this part was covered. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go complicated, and the last thing before I'm gonna wrap up with this video, I'm going to make the surface completely reflective. So it's going to make out of the metal instead of the wood, the board, and it's going to be reflective completely. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna click on board. Actually, press M button on my keyboard, bring the material. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. You learn a lot. This is one-on-one. Everything that you learned throughout this video, you learned that. And I'm just gonna put the texture on the chest piece figure real quick, the image, and after that point you learn how to create custom material, like physical materials such as glass, metal. You can do the plastic, just select from the plugins right here. There is water, you can do the water, you can do a lot of great stuff. Pearl, and how to set your custom images, and that's it. After that point, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. There's nothing else for you to learn. I can show you how to create the metal, how I was creating the metal into ES Max 5th version, which is the old school way, which you don't need to know, but I can show it to you. It's without the using the algorithms that mimicking the physical values of the glass, metal, water. By faking it, I'm gonna show you this metal just in case for those who's doing the complex scenes and they wanna create some values on the background images. If you have some on the background image, it's kind of depth of field applied to it. Maybe you don't want to use on those metal ray materials, metal ray shaders, and you want to maybe use the custom materials. I'm going to show you in the end of this video real quick. It's going to be as a bonus material, so it's going to boost up the reason why, what's the meaning of it, what's the sense of it. It's going to be another value to boost up your rendering process, because as you can see, rendering takes a long time if you're creating something photorealistic like that. It's unbelievable. So it's a big kudos to NVIDIA CEO and founder UHDk1ng. And he done a fantastic job with his NVIDIA ray tracing extension, which is NVIDIA RTX technologies, and it's rendered in real time. The job this computer scientist did is out of this world. That's why, guys, I think that UHDk1ng is one of the smartest person on the planet Earth right now. He's much smarter than Elon Musk, to be honest. He created the 3D accelerators that accelerating to 3D graphics to another level, and after that he's created the AI accelerators. This is and ray tracing accelerators, which is on another level. This is just unbelievable. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and create the metal. So I'm going to save this, and this is the wood, and we can improve the wood. You can take pictures, you can do all of this stuff. I showed you how to do it. You can spend more time to it, but the goal, pretty much I explained to you, you know, the keys. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna create, instead of wood, we're gonna create a metal on the board. So I'm gonna go on touch board texture. Maybe the whole board will be metal, but the top board, I'm going to go ahead and create the whole board will be wood, but the top board I'm going to create as metal. So I'm going to create the top chessboard texture, okay, and diffuse color. So instead of standard material here, we're gonna go ahead and set, you know what? Let's go ahead and put we want to reflect on our material. Let's go ahead and put the, as you already learned, arch and design, architecture and design, arc and design, and we want to go ahead and say, you know what? Give us the home here, completely home, and now you want to put as, let's go ahead and pull up bump. You can do the bump map here. Let's do the same bump map. I probably should copy that thing before I did it. So 4x4, we're gonna apply the same plugins, which is the tile. Okay, accept. Tiling 4x4. Boom. Let's see. Click on the texture, you can see how it's lookish. I gotta bring more bump to it. So blur, you wanna remove the blur so there is like no blur. So it's sharp bump to it. And value, let's do 1. 1's supposed to be like crazy. Yup, it's a bumpy. Let's go ahead and have a look real quick. Let's go ahead and render it and see how it's gonna lookish. Everything right now is mental ray, every single material except the background image. So I save that just in case. Sometimes it's crashing, guys, when it's getting that crazy. As you can see, the polygons grow on the mental ray to 8 million polygons. Vertices 4 million. Check it out. It's going to be crazy. Beautiful soundtracks for you guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. Let me refill the coffee real quick. 1 second while it's rendering. Oh yeah, guys. Oh my god. What a composition. What a composition, guys. It just rendered that. What a composition. And this is 1080p. So now it's reflective board. That's already we're getting a beautiful stock image ready almost. Check it out. I didn't brought that glass. Let's see together with the glass. Let me save that. How it's looking. Metal and the glass. Let's go ahead and rotate just like we done before at that angle, and kind of show us the beauty. A little bit like that, and maybe something like that. So the board will be like wood and metal. The top will be metal, reflective, chromish material, metal, maybe a steel or something like that. Oh, that's beauty, guys. Look at that beauty. And beautiful soundtracks. As again, soundtracks are all rights reserved. Now royalties can be claimed, guys. Hopefully you enjoy. So much value. Check it out, that glass at the medium visual preset. This is not even maximum. That's just unbelievable. Yep, this is what's up, guys. We gotta adjust the tail. Tail is incorrect. A little bit adjusted. It's looking beautiful. It's just a really beautiful stock image. Just beautiful. Beautiful shot, guys. Yeah, we just created it completely from scratch. We brought the 3D primitives, 3D models, 3D objects to it. And in another tutorial, you can learn how to model it over the UHDk1ng.com. So don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Besides the gameplay videos, we're gonna do a lot of good stuff. We're gonna do 3D rendering. You're gonna learn 3D, and the way that I'm explaining, you're not gonna learn in 3 years in university. You can buy a couple of my videos. You can learn the information that you can learn for 4 years in universities, guys. And I didn't go to university to learn all of that, because I'm self-taught. This is how you wanna do it. You wanna have the will, and you wanna do it beautiful. This is just a beautiful shot that is ready for sale. What, you want to pay $1 for this shot and use it in your video? Or maybe exclusive license, $9.99, or why not? Let's say somebody is doing about the business videos or something like that. This is just incredible, guys. I mean, come on. Let me see what you... Somebody put Unreal. The AI put Unreal 1998. Yeah, it is Unreal, buddy. But unfortunately, 1998 was a little bit early for me. This is where I saw the 3D, but I didn't know the 3D. But AI put the Unreal. Yeah, it is Unreal. It is crazy Unreal. That's it, guys. It's done. And you can see the middle visual presets. If you're gonna max out, soft shadow precision, glossy reflection precision, but it's reflecting in real time. Check it out. Like real metal. This is unbelievable. The noise, the metalness, the little pieces, the particles into the metal. You can see it. It's unbelievable. Let me try to zoom in. See that? A little pieces, a little. Please watch this video, guys, at least and 1080p screen. but as again, I'm broadcasting is 1440p. It's live. Just decided to show you the freestyle live without any preparedness, how well I'm in as 3D artist. And this is 1080p. This is low resolution image. It's beautiful. Just, I mean, come on, man. That's just unbelievable. Alright, so I think the pieces, I gotta put the pieces. This is for professional chess players. It doesn't need to have white and black. They already assume that. But let's say if those are not professional, they want to see additional color. They want to see the color, so you're gonna bring additional color and tiles. Nope, sorry. Yeah, tiles. But why the tiles here? This is bomb. This is self-elimination. Hold on. Color right here, by the color of the metal. You're gonna bring the tile here, and we're gonna say 4 by 4, which is 8 by 8 because it's splitting. And preset, running bond, you can adjust all those values, guys. You can add the noise, animate. So if it's going to be animated, it's going to be beautiful. Tile setup, texture, different color, grout setup. So one is creating the lines, another one is the, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me see, tiles. This is under the mental rate. They have a little bit. So tiles, instead of tiles, I think I should go, instead of tiles, let me replace that. Instead of tiles, I should go chess. Checkers. Like that. This card all. Like that. Check it out. This is what we want. White and black. And blueness is 0.01. This is maximum. Tiling, it's already set to 1, but we want to go 4 as we learned. And this is exactly how it's going to be. Check it out, guys, like that. Let's go ahead and try that. I think this is going to be ultimate, and this video tutorial will be over only before I'm going to let you go. And this file will be used as a benchmark. So I'm going to include the pieces, objects, and I'm going to include the 3ds Max scene file, which is Max, or probably 3ds file format that you can learn, but that you can load. And let me load it like from a different side, that you can load and benchmark. So you can benchmark your system. So many values. Let me zoom it in a little bit, like that. Guys, this is beauty. Everything was explained. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and render this. F9. That's beauty. Kukuruku, roku, kuku, kukuruku. That is what's up, guys. Look at this angle. That's ready for stocks. Go make some money. This shot, that shot, that shot, that shot, dollar, buy. Or the whole set for $4.99 or something like that. Depends to the image stocks photography. It's all different approaches they're using. Look at that metal lens, the little pieces on that king, gold king. I can see the little particles of that metal. This is like a real metal has. This is just unbelievable. This is 3ds Max, guys, from 2010. 3ds Max 2010 64-bit. You can purchase the license below $200 and use it, and you don't need to have 3ds Max 2024. You can achieve the same deal. Look how that glass looks like. This is just unbelievable. Wow. I mean, if this is not cool, what is cool then? Look at that reflection. And this is the precision of the glossy reflection is at half. And image processing and anti-aliasing is medium, guys. It's like 1/4 of the image. Imagine maxing out. It's going to be just like maxing out the resolution, but imagine to put the resolution and max out the visual presets. That's it, guys. This is how you do it, Kukuruku. So this is only with one light. With two lights, the complexity can be a little bit slower. So throughout the benchmark, I'm going to add 8 lights to make it fair. Not just one light. One light is kind of, let's go ahead and do a 2 benchmarks. So guys, as again, I'm going to provide the file. This is going to be a benchmark. So let's go ahead and benchmark our systems. Just a file, because they don't have like open API completely that you can use and create a benchmark, unfortunately. But I will try to share it as 3ds Max file, not 3ds Max, but 3ds instead of Max. Max is for 3ds Max, but 3ds extension for all kind of applications, and hopefully we can test it in Blender as well and see the results in Blender. Look at this. This is just unbelievable. Yeah. This is how we do, guys. This is how we do. Look at those reflections. Yeah, this file is ready. And this without any Photoshop yet. And what you can do, you can animate this, completely create a game. And so guys, in the final benchmark video, I'm going to create, so benchmark video will be by UHDk1ng. I'm going to create an animation. Okay, this was the tutorial of the texturing. The next video I'm probably going to create as maybe animation, and I'm going to pick up the game, one of the best chess players. So I'm going to animate this in 3ds Max, okay? Then it's going to be a file, and for you will be, even if you don't know the 3ds Max, how to benchmark your system. So this is going to be for the PC hardware enthusiast. Another value that I'm going to bring as PC hardware enthusiast, system engineer, and PC overclocker, PC IT, information technology lover, scientist, technologist, computer scientist, technologist. So I'm going to animate this, okay? And it's going to be for you to press the button, and it's going to load a movie in 8K video resolution. And we're going to find out while professional chess players was playing the chess. And we're going to find out how many minutes, hours, not even minutes, hours it will take on your system to render the whole deal. It's going to be just whatever it's like per move. It's going to be like 3 seconds per move. or 5 seconds per move. So 6 seconds per move. So it's going to be 2 seconds waiting, then 2 seconds move, and 2 seconds waiting. So 6 seconds, 3 seconds wait, and 3 seconds to move. So it's going to be smooth at 60 FPS, 8K video resolution. So this is going to be the benchmark that now over the UHDk1ng YouTube channel I'm going to use. Okay, hopefully guys this makes sense. So it's going to take a couple days to render it out, and we're gonna find out which computer will end up faster. This is as workstation benchmark by UHDk1ng. So this is going to be my benchmark, guys. So instead of just creating the texturing tutorial, the modeling tutorial, I decided on top of it an animation tutorial. I'm going to create the animation tutorial, how I'm going to do that. It's going to come up, the full thing of it, over the UHDk1ng as next video. Maybe it's going to be live, maybe it's going to be pre-recorded, not in 1440p, which is the joke. Maybe it's going to be recorded in 4K video resolution. But the problem is why I don't want to record 3ds Max application in 4K, because the higher resolution, the smaller user interface. So the user interface is not ready for above 1440p. Go. Stop. This is the header probably on the background. That kukuruku from YouTube. Go. Let's go ahead and skip that nonsense. Nice audio track, but anyways, can you believe, guys, they put a noise over my video to the post-processing of my video on YouTube. YouTube is just such a... I'm not gonna talk about YouTube company here, but as YouTuber, guys, I have so many stories to tell. But anyways, so this is going to be a video, okay, when the best 2 chess players will be playing in 3ds Max animated, and I'm going to record this in 8K video resolution, post it to the YouTube as my benchmark and as my time. The final video, I mean, not the time, but also my time and all the benchmark. And I'm just curious what will be your time. And then I'm going to test my dual Xeon E5 2699 V3. Hopefully I'm going to build dual Xeon E5 2699 V4. I so want to do it for you guys to show you the value as a low budget. The whole system will cost 400 bucks. It's going to boost up 3 times over my Intel i9 9900K in rendering, and then it's going to be dual Xeon Platinum 192 logical threads, 192 logical cores, 2 of those. It should be 8 times faster than my i9 9900K. And it's going to be a nice benchmark. We're gonna find out, and then we're gonna use this benchmark in the future. I'm gonna post this to artisticbytes.com website, which is the website that is dedicated to my future company. They're going to do the software development, web development, and it's going to be my contribution to PC hardware enthusiasts, to PC overclockers, gamers, PC builders. So you want to download the 3ds Max and test it on the mental ray to find out how many days, it's going to be days, your system will complete this, while 2 best chess players will be playing. And it's going to be animated, and it's going to, camera is going to fly around, and it's going to render in 8K 60 FPS. That prettiness. But anyways, guys, last shot before I will let you go, just to demonstrate how cool everything is looking. Hopefully, guys, you enjoyed this video, and after that, I'm just going to apply to a 1 chess figure the image of the sky, just to show you how to apply your own images if you want to draw your own textures, but you don't want to do it. It's better to use the calculated algorithms that are going to bring the physical values of those materials. You're not gonna paint the metal like this, never ever. And it's reflecting, causing caustics in real time. Keep that in mind. Yeah, with a single light. This is how complicated it is. We have something wrong with our tiles, guys. We gotta fix the tiles. The tiles is incorrect. I see that. Let me fix that real quick, and we're gonna do the last shot. It's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful idea. You learned today a lot for those 3D artists, and I provided many values throughout this video. This is my goal. I achieved my goal. I achieved that, which is nice. So over here, so we were confused and we did a mistake. Let's go ahead and fix our mistake. So our mistake was tiling is too high. Why it's too high? I don't know. It shouldn't be that high. But something is wrong here. Let's do tiling 2. Oh, wait a second, because we're using the tiling, checkers here and tiling there. That's why. Under the, right here, under the bump, we're using tiles. We should supposed to use the, not the tiles, we're supposed to use tiles, great, but we don't want the tiles. We want to use the checkers. Discard old map and 4 times. Now it's going to be fixed. We use a different preset. The tile should be probably 2x though, but let's go ahead and have a look. You can use the displacement map as a checker as well. It's gonna give you a great results, but let's go ahead and have a look at this one. Now it's supposed to give us the proper thing at 4x. It's supposed to give us as the colors, not that many tiles. Those tiles were incorrect though. I know guys. Yep, it should be 8 on each side, which is 64 total in chess and checkers. Imagine to do a project after that in Unity and but make it as RTX capabilities to test. This is another benchmark right here, guys. Make it RTX benchmark in Unity. Check it out, it's just beautiful. Look how reflecting in that glass pieces, the tile. It's just unbelievable, guys. Reflection and refraction, and those caustics caused on the metal piece. You can control the reflection capabilities. You can diffuse it a little bit if you want it through the values. Go ahead and study the values, guys, and manipulate with the values. We're not gonna do it because you can manipulate a couple hours, but to find that exact as you want it and achieve that exact photorealism. But it's already photorealistic. Look at that. It's just beautiful. This is beautiful stock image ready to apply and go for sale right here. Wanna play chess? We got some chess for you by UHDk1ng. It's going to be as tutorial, as benchmark, and maybe as a game in the future. Alright guys, takes so much time for 1920 by 1080 pixels, not even maximum visuals. But let's go ahead and so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply to this, to the gold pieces, I'm gonna apply the sky. Just to one, to that piece right there, the sky. So I'm gonna create the regular standard material, and I promise you as a bonus, I forgot to create how I'm gonna create the metal. So let's go ahead and do it. Under the standard, this is going to be this one, basic material. I'm gonna call it basic metal, okay, by hands, okay, material, okay. So by clicking on the box, I'm gonna add the bitmap. Let me go ahead and add this. Let's assume this is your image, this is your photo. Okay, let's assume that. So how to apply your images? You're in Photoshop painting, or your images, your pictures. Select that and then assign to that object, just right there, to that one. Okay, we assign that. Let me go ahead and render to show you how it's going to look like. And after that, I'm going to show you real quick how to create the metal by hands, how we were doing it back in 2004, 2005 with the 3ds Max 4, 3ds Max 5th version. And yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys. And again, you want to check out the video comments, video description. I'm going to supply all the files that I used today for you to practice. Go ahead and download any versions of 3ds Max, 3ds Max 2010 or newer. Today I was using, because I have the license for 3ds Max 2010 64-bit, that the oldest 3ds Max that is still working on the Windows 10 64-bit or 32-bit and Windows 11 64-bit. It's working, but any other 3ds Max is not going to work on Windows 10 or Windows 11, older one, below the older than 3ds Max 2010. And look like it didn't render the image. We're gonna find out what's going on there. And after that point, I'm gonna real quick show you how we are creating the metal, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. As again, I'm gonna use this as a benchmark. I'm gonna include the README file for you to read, and so this is going to be also as a benchmark in 3ds Max, so you can benchmark your computers. Let's go ahead and find out. In the video comments below, let me know if you're going to test. But I'm going to create additional video regarding this benchmark, but I just got an idea, so we're gonna use it as a benchmark now as well, whatever I created. So I'm going to capitalize on this video. I'm going to sell this video. I mean, not the video. I'm going to sell the images over the stock photography stock websites. I register over 20 of them. Then we're gonna also use a value out of it as PC hardware enthusiasts, PC overclockers, PC builders, PC gamers, while testing our computers. And as again, you gotta be prepared. It's gonna take days, but it's nice to find out, because we're gonna max out. Nice to find out how fast is your system. This is going to be a true benchmark as workstation, not as a gaming system, but as a workstation. Look at this refraction and caustics met together right here, where the colors unbelievable. So I applied the image, but look like it didn't apply. Let's go ahead and find out why. First of all, blurriness, let's remove to 0, so it's not gonna blur out our image, so it's gonna be sharp. Why it didn't apply? Let's see, let's go ahead and double check, guys. Maps, yeah, diffuse color. I think we gotta diffuse the color a little bit. I think it was that image. Let's do 5, so it's gonna bring the two. Nope, let's bring 300, so it's gonna bring the image. Okay, 100 is the max, because it's too much light, guys. That's why the image is too bright. We gotta adjust the brightness, and the way to do it, under the output right here, click on output and enable color map. You gotta select that. Let's go ahead and lower over here values. We're gonna bring the brightness down a little bit. See, like it's changing right here in that circle material. So this is how you bring your pictures, because when it's too much light, the pixels right here could be a little bit disturbed, and those skies image, now it's supposed to render. And of course you want to apply that. I think it's going to render, guys, now without the issue. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, that coffee is nice. Jesus, this video will be a long video, guys. Black. It didn't apply because we're using the mantle ray, but it's supposed to apply. Let me check real quick why it didn't apply. Somehow it's dark. Oh, I think I know why. Hold on. Two-sided. Parameters. Because the light is meant array, and I think it has some issues. Well, let me see. Contour. Surface shadows. Under regular render, it's gonna do it, guys. But if I'm gonna switch to regular render, we're gonna have some issues. Let me see why it doesn't apply. Tile, offset, tiling, map channel. It's supposed to apply. I don't see an issue. Color map, RGB. What's going on? Let's go ahead and use a different map, guys. Let's use the skies. This guys. I think we probably should. Oh, okay. I think it's wrapping up around it. We probably should apply, and we probably should use the UV mapping. Hold on. UV map right here, and say as a box. It's supposed to do that. Actually, it's kind of cylinder, as a cylinder. The thing is, it's applying to every of those, and shouldn't do that. Because I think I copy it as the instance. Remember, I copy it differently. That's why I think we need to copy this as a copy. Yeah, it's applying disguise. It just because disguise goes around it, so it's going to be a different area of disguise. So as you can see, just pick up some area, but it's applying disguise. So guys, this is how you're applying your images. But because this 3D model, you cannot just apply this type of image. You want to make sure that you unwrap this texture and you paint it out exactly what you want to see, because the skies, as you can see, it's wrap up around the whole deal. That's why. So yeah, it's applying, it's just wrapping up. As you can see, it's a different, the blue, white like this, and the sky is white. As you can see right there, the clouds, I can see like those clouds right there. See that? So it's applying, it's applying. Okay, so this guys, how you apply the images, but you already learned about it. And the last thing you want to use that UVW mapping on that though. Okay, so it's going to wrap it up around the object. This is much better, but it still doesn't do a good job because those guys that are not ready, you probably want to apply something for a cylinder ready as minimum. Okay, so this part is covering, okay, within the depth. So you know how to do the physical materials, gold, silver. You know how to do the glass, which is very important, very complex to begin with. And now you know how to put your images, your textures or your images, whatever. You learned that. Now how we were doing the metal. So because it wasn't any mental ray, I gotta switch back to and it's gonna mess up. Now it's only that single one is selected when I created the UV mapping. As you can see, before it was like all of them, and it was a complex. That's why it wasn't correct. You gotta use the UVW mapping. Okay. So how I was using and how I was doing the metal. So let me show it to you guys. When the in 3ds Max 4 or 3ds Max 5, or you can use it while you're creating complex scenes, and nobody will look at that scene at that far away and see if that scene has the real metal or not real metal. You can also diffuse color. You're gonna bring to black for the best possibility to show that up. Let me show it to you. I'm gonna bring it to the black. So not the gray, as I use the gray. So you then need to adjust the brightness because it's going to use that type of grayish tone to it. Now it's going to be exact the image colors. Bring the diffuse color to black. Okay, as you can see, exact the image. But now, guys, now how I was doing it. So this is, guys, ready. I'm going to finish this up as the final scene, and we're going to use it as a benchmark. I'm going to record the video as again. It's going to be a bass chess bell of the two bass chess players. Okay, and I'm going to animate that. It's going to be another video while I'm going to show you how to animate those. So you're going to learn completely 3ds Max modeling, texturing, this 101 texturing, but it was above 101. I show you different renderers, but in easy language, so you can call it as 101, not like one of those rushers. They doing things and they're not explaining. Over here was everything is explained in step-by-step instructions, which was very important. Okay, this is beautiful. This is what professionals do, guys, just like that. So as you can see, skies are correct there, but so especially glass, as you can see, is much more heavier on the rendering than the goldish, because it has the caustics as well, and amazing caustics to it. Reflection, refraction, and caustics, and you gotta apply that. Okay, so let me save that, and which is going to apply. I'm gonna save that, and so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna show you guys how in 2005, 2004, how I was emulating the metal when without the mental ray or any ray tracing presets in 3ds Max. So maybe you can use that in your 3D scenes, in the complex 3D scenes, something on the background that kind of lookish from the distance with depth of field like a metal, but nobody gonna pay too much of attention. Let me show you that, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. So I'm going to select this, and I'm gonna select the light. Let me show you another tip. OmniLight. Actually, OmniLight, we don't need the OmniLight because we're gonna use a different render. We're not gonna use the metal ray, and I'm gonna just select this, and everything else will be deleted just for this purposes, because we applied already a complex or actually no, actually let me show you. Let me not delete that. We're gonna reapply. We're gonna reapply everything. So what I'm gonna do, so let's go ahead and do that. So this is the top chessboard. So instead of arc and design, so I save that, right? Let me see. Save that. Instead of arc and design, we're gonna, because this is the mental ray capabilities right here. Arc and design, pro materials. We're gonna go and we're gonna use just the regular, which is let me see, standard materials. Okay, so every material will be standard. We go ahead and use the standard materials, and we're gonna do this gold without the retracing, any retracing capabilities. So this is another piece of tip. And as again, I was using this back into 3ds Max 5, 3ds Max 5.5, but in 5.5 they introduced the industrial materials presets, which was unbelievable value for me, guys. So much time, because otherwise I was tweaking, spending a couple of hours to get it right. That metal looks like metal, but as again, it was fakeish, because it was kind of fakeish through the techniques, but let me show you that as well, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. So why I'm showing it to you again, because you can use it when the scene's getting so complex. Okay, you can use this type of approaches, and for the faraway objects, and you're gonna cut your rendering time. Okay, which is very important. Okay, so okay, so top chessboard, we're gonna just use the basic and on maps. Let's go ahead and diffuse. We're gonna use the checker, just something regular. Um, Checker, okay. Tiling as again 4, as you already know, right? Because 4 by 4 it's 8, and this is exactly 64. Bumps, we're just going to copy this into left mouse button, click on it, and move it all the way to bumps. Adjust it to the bump, so it's going to bump it up to 300. Okay, so it's going to check it out. This is how the texture will look like. Okay, this part is done. Let's go ahead and have a look. Yep, this part is done. Now let me adjust and apply. This was the metal one, not the glass. So we're gonna apply the gold metal texture to this one, which is the standard. So gold metal texture. So this is how I was doing, guys. You're gonna split, instead of blend, you're gonna use the anisotropic or metal. This was available in 3ds Max 4 or 3ds Max 5, okay, or anisotropic. Then you're gonna use the two-sided. Diffuse, you're gonna put as kind of like a blackish like that. Then specular level, you want to bring to 100. There's some value to it, like that. Check it out. You can see it's bringing to the metal, kind of, right? So this is how I was doing, guys, back in 2004, 2005. But as again, this is kind of fakeish way, because it's not reflecting. But this is a fast render. This is without any retracing and stuff like that. Let me go ahead and render it real quick, show you what we got, where we are approaching. So this is what we got with the metal ray, which is beautiful image, beautiful photorealistic image. But this is going to be a fast render, immediately fast render, and this is how we're gonna fakeish the metal. Okay, like that, and maybe not the black. Maybe let's go ahead and do the grayish. Yep, grayish, a little bit whitish, like that. You can see how this circle, the gold metal texture, is coming up. It's a gold, so let's go ahead and kind of bring it as a gold. So it's going to be crazy, guys, but that was taking so much time to do that stuff during that time. It's like unbelievable. So yeah, goldish kind of. Glossiness 100. Nope, glossiness 5. So pretty much what you were doing, you were playing with values. Okay, let me go ahead and it's supposed to, and you gotta put many lights, but it was rendering quicker. But as again, it wasn't as physical materials as I showed you through the ray tracing, metal ray, or any ray tracing extensions. 3ds Max already had some ray tracing extensions, but yeah, so the metal doesn't look like a metal. So how to make it as a metal after that, even if it's selected as a metal, as you saw, and it didn't help us, because check it out. I select as a metal, but I was doing as anisotropic. That was much better than metal. But you can select the metal. The next step, what you gotta do to create that reflection right here. So under the reflection, you're gonna go bitmap, and you're gonna put any skies. Golden skies is nice for the golden. Okay, you're gonna apply it like that. As again, this is the cheap way, which is cheating, which is very fast way to create a metal in 3ds Max 4 or 3ds Max 5 without mental ray. Okay, with just a skyline renderer. Or you can do it with the mental ray this, and it's going to be very cheap and very fast. Something like that. Okay, reflection, you're gonna do something like that. Glossiness, you can apply probably the same thing as a reflection. Just a copy. Like that, so it's a glossiness now. Okay, and reflection kind of going to reflect the sky, reflect the environment. So you are taking a picture of the environment to faking it as a reflection, just like in the old school games. 100% is completely reflecting, maybe 80, like that. Let's go ahead and have a look. Now it's going to look more like a goldish. So this is with just a couple tricks, and it's going to be much improved metal. You're going to see it in a few seconds. See that? And it's cheap though. It's rendering immediately. You can render 8K video resolution like that pretty fast. But mental ray gonna almost results as mental ray. This is, guys, a cheap way, another additional bonus. So don't forget to smash that like button. If you are on a low budget rig, but you still want to render, we got the goal for you. Okay, but the glass the same way, but you gotta manipulate with the colors, and it was kind of hardcore. It wasn't that easy, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure why YouTube just refreshed my recording stream, which just doesn't make no sense, but this is what they did. They manipulating with my YouTube channel 24/7, guys. See, like, we just achieved that, right? And it was quick and nice, and it's almost lookish like as gold. Not as that gold, but it's not so bad. And but as again, if you're gonna manipulate the value, you're gonna achieve almost as gold. Okay, I'm going to but this is can be done on the skyline without mental ray at all. And but we are interested in the benchmark with mental ray, because mental ray is actually tracing. It's actually using the algorithms without you faking it. This is kind of cheap method, faking method. As again, this method was used by the artists on those single core CPUs with the HT, which is 2 threads, single core, but 2 logical cores in Windows, which is 2 logical threads. P4, P3, P4 Xeons before the Core 2 Duo. Even when Core 2 Duo was introduced, this was great. As again, when I started 3ds Max or Cinema 4D, I was using it with my AMD laptop with a single core, single thread CPU. And it was still doable. It was taking like 3 minutes to render that. Over here, it took like 15 seconds, 8 seconds, but it's cheap method. Okay, so this is another value for you, how to do it cheaply, how to do it fast, and hopefully, guys, you learned a lot. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up with this video. So this part of the video texture is done. The next one will be animation, and I'm going to do the animation, and it's going to be as tutorial as well. And we're going to use the whole scene as, again, as a benchmark, and hopefully people will be using it. And it's going to work in any 3ds Max 2010 and newer versions. As long as you're going to follow my README file, it's going to be easy. It's not going to be a rocket science, easy to follow. And yeah, hopefully guys, you're gonna love it. That's it. That's pretty much it. Hopefully, guys, you love this 101 3D texturing in 3ds Max. You learned a lot. I showed you the modern ways, the proper ways how to do it, but it consumes a lot of computing power, computing performance power, and requires a lot of CPU, especially if you want to do in 4K video resolution and above. If you're doing the image stock and selling it for image stock websites, I advise you to do it at least in 8K UHD video resolution, but try to do it in 16K video resolution so people can buy your images. And sometimes they're buying for a lot of money, those big companies, big corporations, and they're gonna use it as a design for a billboard or something like that. Sometimes I saw a couple of my images was sold for 49 bucks per image with the full licenses, so I cannot sell it anywhere else. And that means most likely it was purchased by the billboard company, and it's another value to you, another idea how to be creative and still making money. Hopefully guys, you enjoyed that, as well as I showed you in real life freestyling in 3ds Max. I wasn't ready, I wasn't prepared for this, and at all. It was no script. I just showed you 20 years of experience. I can design anything in 3ds Max. In the future, over the UHDk1ng, we're going to do the same thing in Cinema 4D and Blender, as well as I have an excellent tutorials, master class tutorials in Photoshop. And keep in mind that in the future I will be posting on udemy.com. So you want to, if you follow me on YouTube, you want to go ahead and check out my tutorials. It's going to be completely, I'm going to put so much time, so much value. It's going to be scripted. It's going to be the best tutorials, and for people to purchase just for a couple pennies out there to buy me a coffee. But over my official YouTube channel, over the official UHDk1ng.com YouTube channel, you can learn for free, as you can see, and value from any corners, every angle that you're watching at my videos always provided to you, no matter what kind of industry you're coming from. PC hardware enthusiast, PC builder, graphics designer, 3D artist, gamer, system engineer. You can learn a lot of stuff, guys, and hopefully you enjoy. Software developer, game developer. Hopefully this is going to be another value to you. Hopefully you love my ideas, and I'm going to test it, guys. I'm going to use it as a benchmark, just like they're using in Cinema 4D, the Cinema bench. And I'm going to create a 3ds Max bench, not create as a software because the API is kind of closed, but I'm going to produce the scene file. You can download the scene file, open up in any 3ds Max, click render button, and it's going to render it for you, and then just report your time. Okay, and find out how fast is your computer towards any other computers. Hopefully PC hardware enthusiasts, PC builders, gamers will pick up this idea, and PC system engineers, and we'll be reporting that. And I'm going to upload it to artisticbytes.com over my official moddb.com website page. It's good over that website. I have a special page when I'm sharing with you some modes on all kind of different games, and you know, all kind of different ideas as a software developer, as a game developer. Hopefully guys, you love that. As again, my name is UHDk1ng, aka I play 4K, aka I play 8K, aka I play 16K. This video I'm going to split in two parts because, as I explained to you at the beginning of the second part, why exactly. And do not forget to watch the animation video as well that is coming out. And do not forget to download the pieces to practice in 3ds Max. As again, the approach will be working in any 3ds Max that you have: 2010, 2012, 2014, 16, 20, 22, 24, 23, 21, doesn't matter. And because I use the without any plugins, and within the tools, that is the basic foundation of the 3ds Max application by the Autodesk. Hopefully guys you enjoyed that. If a lot of likes, a lot of great things, comments, just like we started, a lot of such as tutorials like that will pop up in the future over UHDk. Have a good morning, good day, good afternoon. Till the next time.